let's go to the outside blocks. This area kind of features all the blocks that that can be used for exterior, landscape, farms.
Yeah, I mean, also we've got a few more obviously examples of some crates here, but the things to point out are, for example, the fly blocks that we have.
Oh yeah, where do you see those? I can't see them at the moment.
Where I'm
Also,
right now.
did you make the daytime? Did you fix the daytime, or is
I
it?
did not. However, it's quite light. I put my brightness all the way up, so we're good.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so yeah, there's flyblock right here. That's basically an animated block on the what's it called? On the shape of the old cobweb block. So it used to be on a metadata of the cobweb block. Obviously now with the mod, it's a block of its own. But see how the cobweb has two? It just kind of rotates one tile in the middle, and that's all it does. That's pretty much what the flies do as well. But they're animated, so that's why they look like they're flying.
I mean, it means you can do things like, you can have a nice kind of pigsty as we have over here, and you might also notice we're using shields in quite a lot of different ways. A lot of times recently we're using them to make little kind of carts like this.
Yeah, like a wheelbarrow kind of.
Yeah. Which until we have full wheels in Minecraft is probably the best we're gonna have.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, you can see more of the filled crates here. I mean, we've got a grain crate here, and the carrot crates we saw before. And you can also see the different types of thatch we're using. We have thatch that can also double as light fur, and we have thatch that can double as dark fur. So this is we have them as full blocks, as slabs, as stairs. We can do all kinds of roof with these, which is really nice.
Yeah, got a lot of freedom because of it. Also, if you look at the sheer number of types of leaf block that we have, it's astounding. We got like fruit, we have quite a number of different types. Just in general, we got some what look like plums back there, and then just we have
apples
so many.
Above you. There's an apple tree above you.
Oh yeah, nice apple tree. We got a kind of rose bush over here.
Yeah, exactly. What else do we have? Oh, in here we have peas. We've retextured the nether walls to look like peas. So
yep,
that's actually pretty nice.
Nice peas.
And fallen leaves on the ground, like a full block that looks like fallen leaves.
Yes, I do like the fallen leaves block. It's very pretty.
And obviously we've retextured the walls, the cobblestone walls, to look like thinner versions of the log block.
So, again, with obviously before you had to just put down that and tell people what to turn it into. Now you have the full variety, so you can make a wall that has like 5 different types in it very easily.
Also, that was one of the blocks that we were running out of metadatas first, because in Minecraft, all the blocks only have 16 metadata slots. And I don't know, with all the stones that we have, we didn't have room for the wood type. So the wood type was a late addition, kind of. Oh yeah, you found a beehive there.
Yes, I have.
With the corresponding bees buzzing around it.
Which I do love the bees as well. The bees are great.
The
also,
different types of.
As a little thing, I have always loved the little connector that we have on rope now. It's a little connector, so when it's not just going into the top of the top of a crate. It's like connecting to it via 4 things that are making it hang.
Oh yeah.
I know.
I found the idea for that came to me. Someone was inviting me to the MCME server actually, and credit goes to them. These guys are brilliant. They did it a different way though. Like they didn't use. I used the I just used the cobweb texture because it gets me like the 4 branches. And what they use instead is a retextured version of, I believe, the the brewing stand. So they have like three arms holding an object up. So they retextured the brewing stand. Yeah, I thought that was really interesting.
No, that's interesting.
Two different solutions for the same problem.
No, I mean, it's kind of fascinating. Obviously, we got the extra kind of plants over here. We got the turnips and our carrots.
Carrots, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, so Westeros, because obviously has a lot of different area, because obviously it's an entire continent. So we have basically tried to make it we can have as many different types of areas as it requires. So
yeah.
Here we're just kind of showing off the 4 different, well, the kind of idea is it's spring, summer, autumn, and winter. But
yeah, I mean, it's just,
it's really just showing off the diversity even a single area can have if you just vary the biome.
Yeah. Each of the biomes that are displayed here are sort of, if you want to use our texture pack, you could just sort of, if you wanted to do everything in summer, you could just use this biome. But if you wanted to like switch the season, you could maybe come up with a way of switching the biomes or porting players between biomes depending on what season it is, and you could have an entirely different look. We use it all together in Westeros just because we have that bonus of having various climate regions. So, there's regions that are like deserty, there's regions that are really grassy, sort of, and there's a region, like the north, which is super cold. So we kind of have all the different features there.
So yeah, so you can see the icicles kind of hanging off the wall here.
The icicle is actually a good point, Contra. We are using, our pack is heavily based on the connected textures mod, so it only works with Optifine or MC Patcher. And it makes use of this magnificent mod that, depending on how you place a block in relation to itself, it changes the look of the block. Let me just show you here with the icicles. If I put down one, I get a very short icicle. If I put another one below it, get a slightly longer one, and then a third one expands it to the full length. So this is the full one here.
Yeah, it's great. Oh, I do love that mod.
And we do use that on many, many, many different blocks. Like,
oh yes.
I think, the majority of our blocks use this mod because it has so many different methods it can use. There is a randomization where putting down a block makes it appear different every time you put it down, and there's also like different patterns. This wall here, for example, this wall to your side, it's called a terrain set, or is what we call a terrain set. It's a collection of textures put on a single block, the terrain set block. I'm putting it down here. 1, 2, 3. It's all the same block. They just change the look, and they are sort of fine-tuned to look well together and give you some sort of like a natural sort of weathered rock look. All of the this one here, the light one here, is a terrain set as well, just for a different region in Westeros. And that's kind of how we make it also easier for map creation, because we can just have the guy who works with World Painter put down one singular block, and he doesn't need to worry about percentages and compositions. That's all, done in texture.
No, the variations we have in the block types, especially on our map, because of the terrain sets, are fantastic, because there's nothing worse than just seeing one type of block, like trying to explain everything.
Yeah.
Even in the wall, we have quite a lot of even just types of ice now. for looking slightly different and things like that. I'm not actually sure they're really demonstrated here particularly well, but shall we move on to the next area then?
We'll go into the desert now. Complete switch of biome. We kind of want to show how diverse the pack is, because since we have to accomplish since we have to account for every different region in Westeros, we've tried to make a distinct style possible with the pack. So the pack is designed to incorporate diversity and various influences from various cultures. And Also, this section here really explains really well, or shows really well, how many little sort of interior blocks we have that help an interior come to life. Like we have, for example, the hanging herbs here, a bushel of herbs, a chili
garlic
and the garlic strand, as well as a box of salt here.
Further, you can never have too much garlic, so let's add more garlic.
We don't want them vampires to come.
Exactly.
Again, here the forge with the blocks that we've already showed.
Nice horseshoes. And
oh yeah, the horseshoes. And oh yeah, the hanging. I love the hanging animals. I love the dead hare and the dead fowl.
Yeah, they do look. They look incredible, especially the way that they're hanging there, and you can just do them as if they're drying out, or you can make them look like they're cooking, or because of how they're
depending
connected.
on where you're hanging them, they become like the texture sort of changes in meaning, which is really nice. The hanging fish, again, you can see the perfect use of CTM. Every of these hanging fish blocks looks different because they all have different tile, like they use different texture tiles randomized over them.
Yep.
And in this case, the flies are also showing that the fish isn't perfectly good anymore.
It's not as fresh as you'd like.
Yeah.
Not going to be buying from this seller. And got a few other, obviously, little things. I mean, some things I'll probably show off later, but obviously, we got yet more kind of half blocks, yet more other things. We got fences with grapes on them.
Ah, yeah, exactly. The fences with the vines on them and the grapes. Hold on, let me just put down one with the grape on it.
Well, that's up here behind you, Thamus.
Ah, there's one. Ah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was just gonna put down.
Yeah, we got a lot of, which allows you to do like overgrown things really well, as you can see here. It does really look like it's kind of creeped up and over everything. So it's very nice. I do like. It is one of my favourite blocks.
The vine one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we fly up and go inside?
Yep.
Coolio. Let's fly around actually, and go from here.
We're going on from where? Sorry.
This way here. I'm here over here.
Oh, you're over here. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
This is sort of our selection of very, very Westeros specific blocks, because these blocks all have the topic of the religion of the new gods of the seven. It really displays in all of the blocks that are depicted in this room. We have the glass windows with the colors of the seven. We have a 7-pointed star on a wooden key on a stone keystone block up there. We have a different variation for it on this one with a sort of
kind of bluish pattern.
Bronze. Yeah. We do have the enchantment table retextured, so it displays an old medieval sort of tome upon a silken cloth that also has the colors of the seven on it, if you look carefully. And the book itself also has the colors of the seven on it. If you go far away from it and you can see it rotating, it also has sort of a giant crystal.
Never noticed that before.
Yeah, and on the front it has the colors of the seven as well. So it's
that's very nice. It's fantastic.
Really diverse. We've recolored the item of pink dye, like of all the dyes, into the faces of the seven.
Yeah,
that's something that's really nice.
Which kind of accidentally means he goes, "I'm going to make a pair of trousers with aspect of the warrior."
Yep.
But obviously that's not really a thing right now. But yes, these half doors. It may seem simple, but a workable half door is fantastic. Exactly,
you can have like really working shelves like here, and the cool thing is you can break the block below and it doesn't pop off. So that's another thing. Another thing would be the redstone comparator and the redstone repeater are retextured as what are these called? Candle
candlestick holders and yeah.
Suppose, yeah. And also the redstone candle is no longer an actual redstone candle, it's just a candle block now that doesn't send out a redstone pulse. So back then all of our builders had to worry about the redstone candle placing, breaking everything they built. But now it doesn't anymore.
Or even more importantly, trying to turn it off to be an off candle.
Yeah, that's true.
That was also a struggle in its own, because then you had to put a lever behind it or something to depower it.
Or another candle below, and I don't know. Now we just have a candle block that doesn't have the lighting.
Which obviously doesn't look lit, so it's dark, it's solid.
Yeah.
Because if you actually look at this candle block, I mean, it is kind of animated very slowly.
Yeah, that's true.
The lit one, so it's very nice.
Yeah, the wax sort of drops down, and obviously the flame is animated as well. Anyways, let's go into the hall